Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for Cookie Bites. This is our sixth video in the series. We're going to be talking today about the products, both our fall product program and our cookie products. We're excited to bring this information to you. I am Kim Ross. I am on the entrepreneurship team along with Kim Husin. She is Kim version 2.0, the upgrade. She's here from Houston today, and we are going to go ahead and get started. We're going to look at the agenda today, which is nice. It's brief and wonderful and short. So the first is we're going to talk about the fall products that are on the printed order cards that girls have. We'll talk about those. We'll also look at the fall products that are online only, which include all the items on the order cards and then also many additional fun items. And then we also have information about cookies, not only our existing cookie choices, but also our brand new cookie, the Explore Mores. We're excited to share that with you as well. And we wanted to make sure that you know that the products, while they are wonderful products, we stand behind them 100%. We also acknowledge that these are just the vehicle through which the girls learn and practice the terrific skills learned in the entrepreneurship programs. All right, next slide, please. So these here are the 16 items on your girls' paper order card. And this is if you are participating in the order card portion. As you're aware, the fall product program is really a choose your own adventure. And so you can use the order card. You can use the website only. Totally up to you and your girl and the troop. These items are all available to be delivered in person. And again, they can be ordered on the order card or online for girl delivery as well as for shipping. Kim, what's your favorite product?
Oh my goodness. From our order card, I gotta say, I think the mint treasures are my favorites. I'm a big chocolate and mint person. And cute collectible tins. I like collecting things. Very squirrely of me. I like to collect things.
The tins are wonderful. I like them too, and I love that they're different every year. That helps to me with the fun of the collecting. I've also fallen in love with the samples that we've received of the cherry almond clusters. Highly recommend that everybody tries those out. They're almost like a turtle, but with dried cherries. It's not like that liquid cherry cordial candy that I think is just way too sweet. But this is almost like a kind of like a cranberry almost in a dried format, which I really like. But I've also never really met a candy, as long as it's not spicy, that I don't like. I recently tried the dulce de leche owls for the first time, and those are quite good too. So just a great bunch of products that we all enjoy. Good stuff. Next slide, please. Ooh, okay, I have my favorites here too. So this slide shares the other items that some folks call them mags and more, but these are the additional items for the website. Those include magazines, which are new subscriptions or renewals. And I know Kim has shared before that if it's a renewal, you want the customer to make sure that they get one of their previous issues and type exactly how their name appears and exactly how their address appears on that label to make sure that that renewal is treated as a renewal and they don't end up getting like a duplicate issue in the middle there. We'd like to help them avoid that. Then there are also personalized products. They have picture frames and stationery and all kinds of great stuff. Kim and I received samples when we went to one of the cookie conventions, and my goodness, it was really high quality paper. The print was beautiful. It was just nice and crisp. And I'm going to look forward to ordering some of those. Then there are also some items, I'm so sorry. And there are some items also that are on our cookie, and I said cookie again. All right. Then to the right of the personalized stationery items, you can see that there are some nuts and candy items that are not on our order form. Those are online only. And so there are a couple of different tin options here on our picture is one with polar bear. There's also a really cute one with a squirrel and a cardinal. Lots of great choices. And I think while supplies last, there will also be the caramel apples, which have been a favorite at our council for several years. and they are going to be discontinued by the manufacturer. So if you loved those caramel apples, whether you ate them yourself or you shared them as a gift for teachers, that was, I know, something we recommended in the past. Please go ahead and get those and order them as early as you can to make sure that you get some. Going down to the next row, we have our, well, one of my favorite things is the Tervis tumblers. We've been using them at our house for the better part of 40 years, and they hold up well. They've also expanded the selection this year, so there are lots of additional choices beyond sports. So there are more animals and more flowers and more just kind of printed items. We regret that there are not BSU items or Idaho State or University of Idaho items. And there is also not a licensed Girl Scout item available at this time. But we do want you to take a look at the offerings. They really are wonderful products. Like I said, we've had them at my family for years and years. And if one ends up with a chip or a problem, you just box it up and send it back to Tervis, and they will return a brand new one to you. So lifelong warranty and absolutely great stuff. Then some of our four-legged friends are excited about the BarkBoxes. So as you can see pictured here, we have 3 brand new BarkBox types with squeaky toys and fun Girl Scout themed items and those yummy berry snacks. And there are also 2 additional, which are the ones that were available last year. And those 2 are available while supplies last. And then we're looking forward to smelling our very first candle. I've ordered one and I'm waiting for it to arrive. But we have a large variety of candles. They are nice, big 2-wick candles. They are said to melt very evenly. So those are terrific options as well for folks who would like to support your girls in that way. One other thing I wanted to share here, and I think we've talked about it in another cookie bite, is that when a customer goes through the website and chooses, say, the tumblers, they're not able to add a BarkBox to their cart. They are separate stores with separate carts. The one exception to that is occasionally they will offer them a magazine discount. So if you buy, the candle, it might say, oh, and you can get People Magazine for X dollars if you'd like to add this on. So the magazines are often offered as an add-on, but each item type is its own order. Kim, were there other details on that, or did I capture that properly?
I think you did. I think you got it. It's just that they come, like the BarkBoxes, the tumblers, they come straight from the manufacturer. So like they're not all housed in like one big like Girl Scout warehouse that they can go, okay, here I'm gonna package a BarkBox and a tumbler and a candle and some chocolates all into one box. They each come from a different location. So they each, might have their own separate shipping fee. And we can't combine their calendars. However, new this year, when a customer finishes a transaction on a girl's site, they will be prompted to continue supporting her with one of the other stores. So, for example, if I went to go buy chocolates, I get done with my order and it tells me, hey, would you like to continue supporting this Girl Scout and buy another magazine or BarkBox or whatever? And it shows me the storefronts again. Very similar to how it shows here, that it'll say the different items. And then I can click into, a different store and purchase them through that way.
That's great. Thank you. All right, are we ready for cookies? Yes, we are. Okay, so this page will look familiar to most of you. This is our cookie menu. Of course, cookie in spot number 2 is Explore More, so that is new. But you can see here, each cookie, we've got 9 varieties. We still have one that is gluten-free for customers who ask. That's the caramel chocolate chip. That one is also free of most other allergens. So they wanted to have one that was really available to as many people as possible. One great thing we like to talk about is some of the aspects of our cookies. One aspect of them is that they are all kosher and halal. So if you know folks in those communities, that might be a very important thing for them. We also want to share that all of our cookies are free from trans fats and high fructose corn syrup. Those are also important things. Our new cookie, Explore More's, we often have folks ask us what are part of in cookies and what is not in cookies. And we have a great slide on the next page. That is our, we call it the allergen guide. And that has information about what is or is not in the ABC cookies. And one thing you'll notice about the Exploramores is that they have several Y's across the yellow part. And so that means that they do contain milk products, they do contain peanut products, they also contain soy and wheat. So if you have customers that are concerned about those things, please be sure to share that with them. Of course, people who have really bad allergies to things will typically read the ingredients on the box because it is important to their life and to their health. So, don't feel like you need to disclose that to every single customer, but certainly if they ask, that is something important. The other thing I wanted to share about the yellow columns is that Y means yes, that it contains that ingredient, and the M means that it's manufactured in a shared facility with that ingredient. So M, you could think of it as manufactured, or you could think of it as may contain, but it would just be like residue rather than something actually intentionally put into the cookie. We also, this year, the lineup has 4 vegan cookies, and that includes the lemonades, the thin mints, the peanut butter patties, and the caramel chocolate chip. Next slide, please.
One more thing on the allergen guide is when we get a little closer to the cookie season, this allergen guide will be available on our website for troops and parents to print off.
Yes, we have found that it's a handy thing to print off and have at your booth. It might be something you choose to laminate and have there, or I've even put them in old menu liners so that you can have it in a more permanent way, just so that it's available and doesn't get wet and things like that.
Yep. I've even seen them just kind of stored either on the backside of the clipboard that everyone does inventory off of, or even stuck into the change box, the cash box. That way it's available if somebody asks about it, but it's not necessarily like just sitting on the table. More things that sit on the table, they take up space.
Yes, very valuable real estate.
Yes.
All right, so as per usual, if you have questions, you can reach Kim or Kim through customer care, and our email address and phone number are posted right there on the slide. We are more than happy to work with you and answer any questions that you have. As soon as something comes up, please let us know. This email address and phone number are terrific because it allows us to measure when questions come in, and it allows me to work on it if Kim's away. It allows Kim to work on it if I'm away, and it'll get you the fastest answer without a doubt. We also want to make sure we say thank you for joining us today, and also for all of the work that you put in to our entrepreneurship programs, both the fall product program and the cookie program. We know that we could not deliver this excellent skill building program to girls without your help and assistance every day. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.